If a pedestrian stands on the sidewalk and plans to cross the street between intersections where there are no crosswalks or signals, motorists should go slowly and tap their horn as a warning. The pedestrian must yield to vehicles. Motorists must always stop and yield. The pedestrian must yield to vehicles. A person can ride in the back of a pickup or other truck when the person uses both a seat and a safety belt. Sides of the pickup bed is at least 24 inches high. Under no circumstances. The person uses both a seat and a safety belt. What does it mean when a blind person pulls in a cane and steps away from the intersection? The person is waiting for a signal from you. The person cannot hear you. Honk your horn. The person wants you to pass. The person wants you to pass. When traffic control signals are blacked out and not functioning, you must proceed as if there is a steady red light in your direction. A flashing yellow signal in your direction. A stop sign in all directions. A stop sign in all directions. A traffic signal with a yellow arrow means the red arrow signal is about to appear. You must speed up to beat the red light. The protected turning period is ending. The protected turning period is ending. One bottle, 12 ounces, of 5% beer contains the same amount of alcohol as 1.5 ounces of 80 proof liquor. Half glass of 12% wine. 2 glasses of 12% wine. 1.5 ounces of 80 proof liquor. What is a safety zone? A space set aside for pedestrians. The median strip on a divided highway. An empty lane next to freeway dividers. A space set aside for pedestrians. If you can choose among 3 lanes on a multi-lane road, which lane should you generally pick for the smoothest driving? The left lane. The middle lane. The right lane. The middle lane. Which of these statements is true about road construction zones? The most common cause of deaths in road construction zones is rear-end collisions. Slow down only if you think workers are present. Fines are always the same for violations in road construction zones. The most common cause of deaths in road construction zones is rear-end collisions. Why should you always look carefully for motorcycles before changing lanes? The motorcycle's smaller size makes them harder to see. It is illegal for motorcycles to share traffic lanes. Motorcyclists always have the right of way. The motorcycle's smaller size makes them harder to see. A pedestrian has entered a crosswalk where there are no signs or signals. Who should be given the right of way? The pedestrian. It depends on who reached the crossing first. Any motor vehicle. The pedestrian. This sign tells you the recommended safe speed you should use, the maximum speed you must not exceed, the minimum speed you must use. The maximum speed you must not exceed. You want to turn right at an intersection. A pedestrian on your right side is waiting to cross the street you want to enter. Who has the right of way when the light turns green? You have the right of way because your light is green. The pedestrian has the right of way. You have the right of way if the crossing is unmarked. The pedestrian has the right of way. If you are convicted of failure to stop behind a school bus with a flashing red light signal, the maximum penalties include 30-day imprisonment and 90-day license suspension, $200 fine and a 30-day license suspension, $1,000 fine and a 1-year license suspension. $1,000 fine and a 1-year license suspension. When passing streetcars, trolleys, or buses, the speed limit is 30 miles per hour. No more than 10 miles per hour. No more than 15 miles per hour. 40 miles per hour. No more than 10 miles per hour.